Sons of Porthos. Leaving Bois-Laurier to sleep with the Moorish trumpeter, Joel sets out to accomplish 2 missions of his own before reporting at noon to Monsieur Levet, the Minister for War. Around his neck is the locket entrusted to him by Pierre Lesage in the Bastille for delivery to his daughter Therese. But before attempting to redeem this promise, he hurries to the Grey House, home of his first friend Françoise d'Aubigné, the newly created Marchioness de Sougères. He is shown to the great reception room by Honorat, with full deference to the king's uniform which he now wears. And here he waits, pacing up and down restlessly, so much of his mind still in Saint-Germain with his Aurore, that he does not hear the door open behind him, nor the soft steps of the royal governess until she speaks.
Monsieur?
Oh, Madame, you startled me. I did not hear you.
Nor did I recognize you for the moment in those clothes.
I am a soldier of the King of France, madam.
So I see. And a handsome one. Honorin told me a most distinguished musketeer had called to see me. He did not recognize you in all your finery.
Much has happened since I saw you last, madam.
You left the hour unexpectedly, I remember. You were detained?
My detention was enforced, madam. But let me tell you...
One moment. See how much I know first. You have been in the Bastille for dueling with a musketeer, right?
That is so.
A few days ago you were released, through influence, I gather. And now you are the Chevalier de Locmaria, but yesterday married to the beautiful Mademoiselle du Tremblay.
You know all this. I had thought to tell you.
You travel fast. The court of King Louis is no place to keep a secret.
So it seems. But with what an odd look you stare at me. One would think you were not anxious for my happiness.
Is this happiness, monsieur?
It is true that there are crosses in it. We had scarcely exchanged a dozen words after the ceremony before the king's messenger arrived, and I was forced to leave.
Monsieur Joel, do me a favor. Sit down a moment and tell me all.
You appear to know most of it.
I know what gossip says, monsieur. That is not always correct. The sympathy you inspire in me makes me curious to know everything concerning this event. An event which I so little anticipated when first I introduced Mademoiselle to court.
Madame, it is not your fault we are separated. Indeed, we have much to thank you for. It was due to your kindness that my dear Aurore is now in so fortunate a position at court.
Oh, such innocent sincerity shames my suspicion.
Madame, I do not understand you.
Never mind. Go on. Tell me what happened. By whose influence were you released from the Bastille? You are fortunate, from what I heard, to have escaped with your life.
Indeed, madame, I know it. It was my lord, the Duke of Almada, who arranged for my release.
So?
The king himself signed the order, and most graciously gave his consent to my wedding with Aurore.
How kind of him, monsieur.
Oh, madame, how happy I was to see my Aurore again, and how proud of her. Yet, here I am on my way to the wars, doing my duty as a soldier of the king, yet with a heavy heart.
Does your wife love you, monsieur?
Oh, madame. Surely you are joking, certainly. Although she does not love me more than I do her.
You do not doubt her love.
To doubt her love would be to offend the most virtuous heart in the world.
Yet she let you go without hesitation?
She even bade me go. She is the soul of honor, madame, for the which I love her the more. Madame, you know Aurore. Why do you question me thus?
Have you any reason to doubt this Duke of Almada? You took a great deal of trouble, it seems, with your matchmaking.
Why distrust a good old man like that? He has proved himself the best. and the most generous of men.
Then you do not suspect him of any wish to displease you?
To what end? By what means? Under the sway of what interest? Madame, I do not understand you at all. What doubts are you endeavoring to waken me? What fires of suspicion are you kindling in my mind?
Bear with me a moment longer, monsieur. Has Mademoiselle du Tremblay ever spoken to you about the king?
But of course. He has mentioned him.
I mean, in any particular way.
What a strange question. Of course he has not. Why do you ask such a thing?
Such a clear eye, such honest features, and an innocence that is unbelievable. Victim he may be, but not guilty accomplice. That's right, Father.
Madam, what are you saying? What is it you are insinuating? Tell me. Speak plainly, madam, or upon my sword.
Will rouse the household.
I will rouse the whole of Paris, madam, if you do not tell me what you suspect.
Do not be alarmed, my friend. I do not really know what could have put such silly questions into my head. I'll forget them and pardon me. I am a foolish woman to have spoken thus.
You frightened me, madam.
I have been too long around the court, monsieur. If one listens long enough to the gossip, one's head begins to throb with it all. There are times when the blue devils dance in one's brain and speak through one's mouth. Ah, monsieur, there are so few sincere and kindly people.
Indeed, madam, you must not say so. I have found many to be kind to me these last few days. And my Aurore is the best of all. Promise me one thing before I leave for Freiburg. That in my absence, you will watch over my darling.
Most solemnly, I promise you, Monsieur Joel. If any peril threatens her, I will warn you.
I trust you with my most precious possession.
I shall take good care of her, never fear. But go now, monsieur, for the hour grows late, and it is not well to are seen here by too many people.
I will go at once.
This way, monsieur. I will let you out here. It is quicker and more private.
I have one more thing to do before I leave Paris. A disagreeable task, but one I gave my promise on. Then I will ride with all haste for Freiburg. And heaven grant I will not be long returning.
God speed you, monsieur.
Farewell, madame. Your kindness has lightened my load more than you will ever know.
Go quickly, monsieur. And may good luck ride with you. May good luck ride with you, monsieur. Oh, I am so afraid for you.
It's up to you to see, Francois.
Madam, I did not hear you.
Obviously, my dear. It is an accomplishment I have learned at Plagny, to walk noiselessly and shut doors silently. It will be very useful, I surmise. Oh, hide your blushes, my good Francois. I will not embarrass you by asking the name of the gentleman you were so tenderly farewelling.
I do assure you, madame.
Do not perjure yourself. I ask no questions. Your affairs are none of mine, so long as they do not interfere with me. And I doubt you cast your eyes as high as that. But he was a musketeer, Francois. I caught a glimpse of his blue and silver jacket. Had he come from Saint-Germain?
Yes, my lady.
Then perhaps he had news of the wedding yesterday.
No, my lady, he knew nothing of it. I questioned him, but he was on duty yesterday.
Oh, come. He must have known something. The whole of Saint-Germain is heaving with gossip about it. To tell, I guess you had other things to discuss with your musketeer.
Yes, my lady.
For one so virtuous and demure, Francois, you surprise me.
Yes, my lady.
It is a pity, though. My knowledge of court gossip is larger than some suspect, but not as extensive as I would wish. One does not hear much at Plagny.
No, my lady.
Yes, my lady. No, my lady. Have you nothing else to say? Has the musketeer stolen your wits as well as your kisses? Do you know nothing of the gossip that has set the whole court by the ears? Gossip, I would point out, my dear Francoise, occasioned by your protégé, the elegant Mademoiselle du Tremblay.
I have heard the gossip, naturally, my lady, though not much of it, but I do not believe it.
You have a nice nature, but stupid.
I am sure, my lady, on my honor, these rumors are groundless. Mademoiselle du Tremblay is but a child, straight from the country. She is innocence itself.
Rubbish, Francoise. A scheming hussy and one I must be rid of if I am to sleep in peace.
You are wrong, Madame, I know it. She was married yesterday to one she truly loves. You have nothing to fear from her.
Fear? I fear nobody. Nobody, you understand me. I have more power in one finger than Mademoiselle Aurore has ever dreamed of. I am the most powerful woman in all France. And she but a weak and foolish girl who is thoughtlessly putting her foot in a quicksand from which I tell you she will never withdraw it. Fear her? Francoise, you miss me.
Madame, what are you going to do?
Never fear, my gentle Francoise. Your little favorite, though she has caused gossip strong enough to penetrate the convent walls at Clagny, has not yet put her foot into the quicksand. You are so sure of her integrity that you have nothing to fear. For believe me, I shall not bother her until she really begins to bother me.
Are you then going back to Clagny today?
So anxious, you got me, Francois. Why? No, I will stay with my dear children a little longer. I see them seldom enough, and the mother's heart not unnaturally pines for them. It was for this purpose, my friend, that I came from Clagny. Besides, I have business to do in Paris.
Shall I call the carriage? Do you wish me to accompany you?
No, Francoise. I need neither you nor the carriage. This is private business. Business between me and... Well, that depends who is brave enough to stand in my way.
Not a crumb. Not a crust of bread to feed a poor old woman. What's the world come to when a body can't earn an honest living?
Man can live without food. But now even the goblets are empty. Not a penny to buy a jug of wine to warm us. Mother Bus. What has happened to us all?
Our good luck deserted us, Walton, when Lavoisin was burnt. I told you so at the time. It was an evil day for us.
Nay, old woman, we did well even after Lavoisin died. Therese was a good girl, though too honest for my liking.
Now she's gone.
Yes, she's waiting for me, old hag, over the border at the place I know of.
Oh, you're no help to me, Walton. Letting the poor old woman waste away before your very eyes.
I do what I can. Wasn't it I who sold Lesage to the police? Wasn't it I who provided him with means to escape and then informed upon him? That gave you victuals for a day or two.
The police don't pay much.
The air wasn't worth much. Who's that?
Oh, don't shout at me, Walton. How should I know?
Household. Let me see some Christian soul who would supply a brother with enlightenment. Over.
He makes enough noise for 6.
It may be a spy from the police for all his noise. I may have some exact information about Terry. Heaven only knows what she dealt me after I was laid low by that cowardly giant who attacked me.
Shall I let him in? Or do we wait till he knocks the door down?
Over. I'm coming in. Anyone at home?
You come in. Mind now. Say that I am the public writer Latour, and you're the sick nurse boss. We have just moved in and know nothing of previous occupants, you understand?
I'm not a fool. Don't make such a noise out there, soldier. I'm coming.
Good people. Excuse this riot, but I have not a moment to lose. And your dark corridor is so difficult to traverse.
If you'd waited at the door till I answered your knock, you needn't have traversed it alone.
Captain, take no notice of Mother Boss. Take his old and tower. We are at your service. What is it you want?
Monsieur, have I met you before?
I should not forget if we had, Captain.
Even this mayor and... Yes. No, it cannot be.
How can we help you?
I I only want a little information about a girl or a woman named Lesage. Therese Lesage.
Therese Lesage. Do you know anyone of that name, Mother Boss?
Oh, we've only just moved in, monsieur, and do not know any of the neighbors or who lived here before we came.
You do not know who lived here?
Oh, we do not want to know them. They were a bad lot. He told fortunes and sold drugs. The police routed them out. I never heard the name you mentioned. Hey, Latour?
No, never.
I realize this person whom I seek and whom I have never seen may have strong reasons for keeping concealed, but I do not wish her harm.
Well, we would help you if we could, Captain.
I do not come from any enemy of hers, but from her father, who died a short time ago in the Bastille under my very eyes.
He died, you say?
Yes. He was a criminal, but brave in his way, and was sold to death, I understand, by someone whom he trusted, but who informed against him.
Some people would do anything for money, Captain. Mother Boss?
The world's a wicked place, monsieur.
Indeed. This unfortunate man, before he died, charged me to hand to his daughter an article which is of some value, I understand. It is a locket.
Monsieur, if you will
Hush, Mother Boss. Let the Captain continue.
If it is as he says...
Quiet!
This medallion, so the man told me, contains a paper said to be of great importance to this Lesage girl. Something like a weapon of defense. It is therefore urgent that I should find her for the purpose of handing it over to her.
I would suggest that you should apply to the police, monsieur. The house of Monsieur de la Reynie is not far away.
My honest fellow, you are probably right. I expect she whom I seek will have left Paris by now. I wonder, should I question the neighbors? I did give the man my promise.
I would not advise it, Captain. They know little of everything.
No, nor would they tell me, I expect. And I've little time to waste, for I'm on my way to Freiburg and must see Monsieur Louvet at noon. I'll resume the errand when I return from the war, for I did give my promise, and I must keep it to the best of my ability. And if I cannot reach the intended owner of this locket, then faith, I shall destroy it, paper and all.
Yes, that would be the wisest course, I'm sure, Captain.
Thank you, friends, and farewell. And nay, old woman, I'll find my own way out. Despite the darkness of your corridors, they are too narrow to hold both of us.
He's gone. Good riddance to him.
You're a fool, Walton. What a blunder you've made. We might have had the locket and sold the secret paper to whoever would pay the most.
It would have been too dangerous.
What do you mean?
I think the whole thing was a fable to trap us. I knew that fellow. He was right. We have met before, and I do not forget the meeting.
He's too big to be easily forgotten.
And I've reason to remember him a plague upon him. He's the young giant who attacked me and laid me low for so long. The night I followed home the great ladies of the court that Therese had spoken with.
If you'd played your cards the right way then, my friend, those same great ladies could have made our fortune instead of leaving us to starve here.
Yes, they'd have been our birds for the plucking. That's for that young fellow. If you'd seen the way he threw me in the gutter that night, you'd know he was more like a police bully than the gentleman of leisure he pretends to be. Besides, who would be in the Bastille to see Lesage die but a police guard or such?
Whoever is doing it, open the door. You are wanted.
You were right. It is the police. That's their term of address.
Police. A woman. Now, who is afraid? Isn't one of your customers come to have a fortune told? He comes right timely, too. For my tongue feels like an old colonel in last year's night.
Whoever is doing it, open the door.
Go on, Slowcoat.
I'm coming. Welcome, welcome, and pray enter our humble abode.
You take long enough to answer the door, my friend. I am not used to waiting. Are we three alone?
Yes, noble lady.
Oh, so it is you, Porthos. I could not see you in the dark. Hand me a chair.
Do you know me then?
Of course I do. A chair, fool, a chair. Thank you. And don't stare so. I need not know you by name to know what a polished villain you are, to inhabit the old haunts of the daughter of La Voisin.
Did you want me to tell your fortune, noble lady?
Sit down and stop shaking, old hag. It is I who will tell you a thing or two. La Bosse.
You know my name?
I know a great deal. You, Walter, are the one known as the Englishman, though you are no such thing. You should have died with La Voisin, for you were as guilty as she, but a great lady saved you from the gallows. You worked with La Voisin and Pierre Lesage, though you were no friend to either of them. It would not help your friendship with the lovely Therese if I were to tell what I know of your part in her father's death.
My good and noble
Don't
lady.
worry to deny it. La Bosse, you also were in the service of Lesage before the band dispersed. Am I not well informed? After the scandal died away, you thought to resume the old craft. But the police are vigilant, and the Lesage girl has fled, it seems, since her paraphernalia is no longer here. You are under the ban and closely watched, and you fear to go in case you are arrested. In short, I need your help. That is why I have told you what I know. If you consent to serve me, I shall kill you. Never mind your conscience. What is it worth?
Please, lady, we are ready to obey. We will do anything you want us to. Anything at all. Whom do you wish to destroy? Please, lady, we are ready to obey. We will do anything you want us to, anything at all. Whom is it you wish to destroy?
We are glad to serve one who is unafraid.
What is it you want us to do, noble lady?
Listen, and I will tell you. On more than one occasion, I have had recourse to the talents of Lesage and La Voisin.
Many a great lady was grateful for their knowledge, though none stepped forth to save La Voisin from the flames.
Are you as skillful as they in the art of fabricating that potion, which, given in a carefully calculated dose, invigorates, in a larger one plunges into sleep, and in a still larger one, or in a prolonged series of small portions, causes the sleep without waking?
The sleep without waking. Many's the pretty lady we've sung that lullaby to, Walter? But it costs money, milady. You can't do these things without money. Think of our consciences.
You shall have your money, you old hypocrite. Here.
Oh, money. Oh, the merry sound of the gold.
Walter, bring out to a follower of mine what you speak of. And if I be satisfied with you, he shall be fully recompensed.
It shall be done, O noble lady, at once.
And do not think I do not know that Monsieur de la Reynie lives in this street. I advise you not to attract the attention of the police, for you are watched.
Oh, it is as I thought. You see, Mother Boss, I was right. There was one of La Reynie's spies who came to us just now.
The officer whom I met at the door.
Oh, was he an officer? I did not notice. I was too taken up with the size of him and his great sword.
He made enough noise for the whole army.
But he did not glean much from us, that I can tell you. It would take more than that outsized simpleton to catch this fox.
Yet he tricked you just the same, my friend. You let him get away with the money.
He was carrying money.
No. It takes no notice of the old hag. She's too greedy for her own good. And would have had us all in the Bastille if she'd had her way.
And you would have let us starve, you old fool. You could have had the locket.
Locket? What locket?
Oh, some trinket he carried.
Tell me all, fool, immediately.
You think you know the locket, lady?
I do not think, and neither will you if you are well advised. Just tell me, that is all.
The spy came here with some story about looking for Therese.
Lavoisin's daughter. He was a fortune teller, but she fled, poor frightened creature.
I know. Go on.
To set us at our ease, the better to trappers. He said he had a locket for her, which had been given him by her father, Pierre Lesage, before he died in the Bastille.
Did you see this locket?
No, he did not show it. But he said it was valuable. He said Lesage had told him it contained a paper of great importance to Therese.
A paper? Merciful heaven, surely it cannot be.
This paper would be of interest to you, my lady?
Was it a letter?
I do not know. Pierre Lesage sent it, he said, to his daughter on the eve of his death, which perhaps he divined. He was a wizard, so they say.
There is more in this wizard's craft than most acknowledge. But nothing was found on him that incriminated me. He could never have destroyed that letter, that I know. Oh, that letter, what could have become of it?
The old fox placed it in the locket and passed it on to some hand he believed he could trust.
Are you sure of it?
Well, I should think it was so. You saw this young giant on your way here, madame.
For a moment, yes. And I have seen him before. He is a Breton, Monsieur Joël, not long up from his native soil.
Not long for Paris, from what he told me. He is off to join Marshal Crequi at Freiburg, as soon as he's seen the Minister of War at Nice.
It seems he has talked too much, Porthos. It is lucky for me you have ears and a good memory.
Delighted to be of service to you, my noble lady.
You shall be rewarded, never fear. And so shall Monsieur Joël. I know more of him than he thinks, this intruder from Brittany. His shadow falls too heavy across my path. Once he repulsed my friendship. He is the associate, unconscious or otherwise, of the woman who is trying to disgrace me at court. And now he is the master of my secret and my fate.
He was of a size to frighten anyone, and he had honest eyes, which is a bad sign. Besides, he has a great sword and a strong arm. It would not be well to make an enemy of such a one.
I have no intention of facing his sword. I have no intention of ever seeing the young fool again. Friend Walker, can you procure for me 2 stout swordsmen who will do any work except if they are well paid?
When do you want them, madame?
At once.
Go to the tavern of the Dry Well at the Croix Rouge, Madame, as quickly as your creaking bones will take you. Your brother, the lockbreaker, will be carousing there, unless I'm mistaken.
I'll go at once if I can have a coin to spend upon the way. A body can't go far when its legs are weak from hunger.
Here you are, old woman. Hurry.
Oh, a blessing on you, lady. You have a kind heart as well as one that's unafraid. I go at once. And quicker than many a younger one with less brains in his head.
Bring him back with you, old woman, and another of his stamp. He's bound to know one. Tell them there's gold to win with their steel, and they'll come running.
I'll do that. I will. Oh, it's good to feel money in the hands again. A blessing on the generous lady there.
He may be old, but she's a shrewd one. He'll hasten on this errand, never forget.
I trust he will. For by my faith, this Breton's gone too far in braving me and being a fetter upon me. You shall be my sport, Monsieur Joël. And I begin to believe that you will not arrive at Freiburg without some thorn catching you in the hedges. This lockbreaker, is he to be trusted?
If the purse is big enough.
It shall be. So long as he does a good job, I shall be satisfied. That locket is of the utmost importance to me.
And what, madame, is the powder you came first to obtain?
I shall take it with me.
My noble lady has many enemies.
It is natural when one aspires high, my good Walter, as well you know. For they do not last long. Though all cannot be attacked directly, as we shall do with the Bretons.
I shall get the potion for you at once. This lady for whom it is intended...
I gave no indication, my friend, whether it was for a lady or a gentleman. Take my advice and keep your sharp wits to yourself. Do as you are bid and ask no questions. All I need is the powder.
I will do exactly as you say.
Good.
Now the powder, if you please.
I am going, madam.
Hurry then. Hurry.
With all speed.
Who would have believed it of him? To hide it in a locket and then, death of my life, to give it to this incorruptible weapon. Ah, but honesty is a curse in one's enemies. Oh, that I had never written that wretched letter, to commit my sins on paper. To be mad. Would mean my death if that were found. Even Louis could not overlook it. You have been... Oh, it is you. Come in and shut the door.
This is my brother, most noble lady, the lock breaker.
At your service, madam.
You have a strong arm and a good sword and the scars of a good many battles.
Many an honest fight I've been in, I can tell you.
I doubt if they were honest by the looks of you. But honesty is not what I am buying today. Can I trust you?
If I am well paid,
You shall be.
then I am yours to command.
Listen carefully then. There is a young musketeer riding to Freiburg. He leaves the Minister of War at about noon and will undoubtedly ride by the road to Lorraine. I wish him disposed of.
Yeah. Ladies, there's a war on. Many a musketeer rides that road. How shall I know him?
You will have no trouble. He is a giant of a man with a great sword clanking by his side.
The biggest sword I ever did see. Mind to keep out of its way, brother lockbreaker.
I'm not afraid of any man's sword. Besides, I'll have an accomplice with me.
You will need him. Our musketeer has courage to match his size.
He'll not escape.
I trust not. Understand me clearly, comrade. I want him killed. Get your horses and run him down. He carries a locket of which I have need. Rid me of the gallant and bring me the token, and I will give you a fortune.
A fortune, brother. Think of that.
Yeah. How much do we get in advance?
50 pistoles, and you shall have 3 times as much when you put the locket in my hand.
Lady, it is a bargain. Monsieur Le Breton is as good as dead.
You seem sorrowful, Chevalier. You've scarce spoken a word since we left Paris behind us.
I was thinking.
Were they such gloomy thoughts, Chevalier? Of Saint-Germain, I'll be bound. And of the friends you sought and missed at the Moorish trumpeter.
I have but one thought, friend. To reach Freiburg quickly and dispatch my business there and to return.
I have no doubt the beat of your horse's hooves is like a funeral knell to you. They take you farther and farther from Saint-Germain.
You have a morbid imagination, monsieur. A soldier of the king has a duty to do. What can't be cured must be endured. Or so they say. I will dispatch this business with all speed and return.
Indeed, Chevalier. I trust you will. I trust your business in Paris was satisfactorily carried out.
I did what I could.
No man can do more.
Yet strange it has been worrying me ever since. I went upon a message for one who trusted me to a house in the Rue de Beauvoir. There I met a lady.
A lady, Chevalier?
She entered as I left. It was dark in the corridor. I could not see properly, but it seemed that she was masked and cloaked. She dropped her glove.
No, fie, Chevalier. It's an old trick.
No. You misunderstand. It was a narrow corridor, and I clumsily knocked into her, not seeing her. She dropped her glove. I picked it up. It seemed her eyes looked piercingly at me through her mask.
In the king's uniform, Chevalier, you're something for any woman to look at, even in a dark corridor.
She did but say thank you and passed on, and yet I seem to have seen her somewhere before. The perfume that she used, the set of her proud head, her height, her voice, they were all familiar.
Was she young? Beautiful, Chevalier?
How could I tell? She was masked, and it was dark. I saw her but a moment, and yet she seemed familiar. Somehow a cold shadow went through me. They say someone walking upon my grave. A premonition of evil, perhaps. I do not know.
He sounds unpleasant. No, let us talk of something else.
Yes, without doubt it was only imagination. We are traveling well, Bois Laurier. We have made good speed.
We have fine horses, Chevalier.
Let us press on quickly, then, for the sooner I reach Freiburg, the sooner I may leave it. If we hurry, we can pass Chelles and sleep at Lagny this night.
Well, it's a good distance, but we can try.
You make no demur. Well, Laurier, you are a man after my own heart. I have hesitated up to now to tell you I meant to make Lagny before sleeping. I thought you would say, it is too far.
We can but try, Chevalier.
Where are we now?
On the outskirts is Bondy Forest. I know this place well. Just beyond here is a wayside blacksmith.
Oh, I see it. There, to the right.
Yes, that is it. Beyond that, there is no sign of habitation for many miles. Ho there, blacksmith. Good day to you.
God speak to you, master. Old soldier, trouble miller.
What is it, blacksmith? What can we do for you?
Your pardon, monsieur. Your mare will cast a shoe before she goes 20 lengths, but your fine shoe hangs by only a couple of nails.
Oh, it cannot be. Wait till I have a look.
I do not lie, I assure you, my master. I've seen too many horses not to know trouble when I see it coming. Nor could I let you such fine gallant go cantering off into Bondy Forest without warning it. There's never a sign of life, will you see, monsieur, twixt here and Chelles.
He's right, Chevalier. He'd cast his shoe before we got a mile.
Pest on it. Friend, it is not enough to point out this unlucky mishap, but you must help us remedy it.
Willingly, master.
And here she is. I'll take a walk to stretch my legs. And I trust it will not be long, for the shadows will be lengthening soon, and I have far to go before I rest this night.
Captain, indeed, I will do my best for you. Only I have run out of nails and must send to my brother Smith for more.
How far is it? How long will it take?
Not far, monsieur. At Noisy. It is but a skip, and I will fasten the shoe in 4 blows of the hammer.
At Noisy? Why, that is quite a good distance. And the work will take some time.
I know, master, for I have a bellows boy here who has legs like a deer and will run there in a short half an hour and another to return. It will only take me 10 minutes to do the job. You will be away again in a better of an hour.
It may not be long to you, friend, but it will prevent my supping at Lagny.
But you can sup at Chelles, master, at the Shield of France, which has not its like in the country for roast duck.
Well, there is nothing for it, it seems. Send your boy off at once. But how shall I pass the time until he returns? Perhaps a walk.
I would not walk too far, Chevalier. The roads are rough and tricky near the forest.
Madame de Lochmaria will undoubtedly be waiting news of you, Chevalier. Would it not be a good opportunity to send a letter?
But of course, I will send news to Aurore. Master Vulcan, can you furnish me with writing materials and find me some corner in your house where I can sit at a table and not be disturbed? I will pay for any inconvenience, I suppose.
If the Chevalier would deign to ascend that ladder, I live above the forge. Not a palace by any means, but you're welcome to it.
I will stay and hurry the shoeing of the mare.
Good, Bois Laurier. I shall be glad to be on the road again.
Go up into my room, sir. The paper, ink, and quill are on the desk where I make out my bills. And do not hurry yourselves, for we will let you know when the job is done.
Let it be done quickly, good Smith, for my work is urgent.
You search for my lord?
Yes. Your man is through there.
Here?
Yes.
A good code book. Come out of the gloom and show yourself.
In good faith, I was afraid you were not coming. No, it's a cold hole you have there, Master Smith.
Then come by the fire and warm your hands, for you'll have to go out again, and the winds are cold in Bondy Forest at night.
Ah, that's better. A good red glow to warm my hands. I understood from the Lord Duke you'd be here earlier, monsieur.
In truth, we should have been, had it not been for the sleepy-head Louvet who kept us cooling our heels in Paris until noon.
My lord is still bent upon finishing this affair. He's not letting the Breton reach Freiburg for the enemy bullets to finish him. This is the end of his journey, then.
Speak softly, they hear you. Yes, this is the end of the journey, as you already know, if you've obeyed instructions.
Oh, I've obeyed instructions, all right. But it seems as if my lord has a soft spot for the pestilent giant.
My lord does not let such personal preferences stand in the way of his duties.
Oh, indeed so. My lord does not.
What is the matter? What is so funny?
Take no notice of him. He has a strange sense of humor.
Indeed, it seems he has. Tell me your arrangements.
The men are just beyond the first trees, where the undergrowth grows thickly. 20 muskets lie behind the utmost bushes, 10 aside. As you ride by, from each side of the road, the lightning will flash.
Though I never was a soldier, I like to hear the guns speak. Provided it is not to me they have sharp things to say.
But we must wait till nightfall. Otherwise our friend the Breton may perceive the glint of the barrels under the leaves. And I prefer to get him unawares.
I have obeyed orders and delayed the gentleman as requested. Willingly, I'll keep him here till nightfall, for I am paid well for my cooperation. But there is no need. Why wait for nightfall when there's a gale in the air? I have a seaman's eye for storms. Before an hour, it'll be as black as thunder.
20 to 1. It seems a certainty you'll succeed this time.
Though our lads blaze away at random, they cannot fail. And after it is done, each must shift for himself, leaving the bodies in the middle of the road.
Bodies? You use the plural. A slip of the tongue, undoubtedly. There is but one to be disposed of. So I grant you it's large enough for two.
Oh, you're right, of course. It was a mistake. The body of the master and the carcass of the horse, that's what I meant. So the beast will hardly go scot-free from such a volley.
Although I know it was but a slip of the tongue just now. Take good care that no bullet goes in my direction, please, as I am quick to reply in kind.
Oh, how can you think me capable of such a thing, my dear comrade?
Remember that I shall be close behind the Bretons, and I do not want any fatal blunder in a jest or by premeditated forgetfulness.
Monsieur, it was the Duke himself who gave me my orders. There can be no mistake. I shall carry them out to the letter.
I told you. It'll be pitch dark within half an hour.
Then I must hurry my men. Monsieur Boulaurier, I beg you not to worry. My lord's orders shall be most religiously adhered to.
I trust you, Master Cordebuff, because I have no choice. But believe me, the storm will break for you and yours as well as for Master Joel, if there is any treachery this night. I am a dangerous man, monsieur, and I warn you it will be more than your life is worth to leave two bodies instead of one on the road to Freiburg.
Paper, quill, and ink. Master Vulcan was right. I have all I need here. All except sufficient light. Oh, by my sword, the room is dark and dingy. Oh, well, let us be thankful for what we have. There is sufficient light to see by. And though this delay is irritating, yet it does give me the opportunity of writing to Aurore. Now, let me see.
Oh,
Who's there?
it is I, monsieur. But oh, monsieur, I make no harm.
Come out of the shadows, then, and let me see you. Come now. I will not eat you.
I make no harm, monsieur.
Nor I. I will not harm you. I did not see you there in the shadows. Come now, come here to the window.
I was trying to go without disturbing you, monsieur. It was the bower. It's so dark, and I do not walk where you see it. I am clumsy, but I meant no harm.
I know it, child. I frightened you. Had I known you were there, I should have asked your permission before sitting here. What is your name?
I am Annette, monsieur. The blacksmith's niece. I am an orphan.
And so am I. You see, we have much in common.
Oh, monsieur. I must go for your visit.
I do have a letter to write to a very dear lady. But there is time. Do not hurry away. Look, there is going to be a storm.
I'm afraid of storms.
Oh, you should not be. They will not hurt. Come here by the window. Stand here and watch. With my arm around you, nothing can harm you.
No, monsieur. You are so tall and straight. Even a stone would not hurt you.
Oh, Annette, you make a common mistake. Might is not always right. Good things are wrapped in small parcels. Why, I knew a dwarf once who...
What is it, monsieur? What are you staring at?
Annette, have soldiers passed this way today?
I would not know, monsieur. I do not go out much. My uncle has had visitors. I've heard their voices. But many people travel this way nowadays.
On either side of the road, I can see them. Though it is getting very dark.
What was this?
The glint of muskets. See? There among the bushes. They are well hidden, but I can make them out when the wind moves the leaves. 1, 2, 3. There must be 8 or 10 on each side. On my sword, Annette, they lie in ambush.
There are bad things in the forest, monsieur. Perhaps it is the robber. Very good.
There are too many of them for a stray highway robber. They are waiting for someone, unless I'm mistaken. See how still they keep. We cannot distinguish them at all, except when the wind blows.
There is someone moving along the road now. Perhaps it is for him they wait.
Where? Oh, yes, I see him. Quickly, I must warn him. No. See, Annette. He is one of them.
He signals with his hand. They are friends.
Strange, there is something familiar about that walk. The swagger of it. And his hat with the plume.
You know him, monsieur?
If I had not smashed that scoundrel Corbeau in the Rue Petit-Meuse, I would have sworn it was he.
Who, monsieur?
Never mind, Annette. Whoever it is, they are obviously preparing a trap for someone. The question is, for whom?
What will you do, monsieur?
I do not know. Wait, listen.
Someone is riding by. Look, 2 men, see?
Yes, you are right. 2 men and riding as if the devils were behind them. And all the time he waits for them in Bondi Forest. And if we must save them. Hold there! Hold there! Danger ahead!
It is no use, monsieur. They will never hear you.
Then I must go after them.
Oh, they will kill you, monsieur, I know.
Be brave, little Annette. They will not kill me, but I cannot let 2 innocent men ride into ambush like that. I will be back.
Oh, monsieur, come back.
What are you? Master Smith! Let us have our horses quickly, for the love of heaven.
What is it, monsieur? What is it?
Our horses, man, quickly. Draw your sword, Bois Laurier. We are needed. Come now. Make haste, man. They will be slain.
Take those outsiders?
You'll have to ride with them. 2 horse quickly, Bois Laurier. Your sword drawn in trust and charity. We must lend aid. Come now.
I'm coming, monsieur. Our men will mistake this strange for our breath. If so, I'll have to shoot him from behind.
Beware he doesn't see you draw a gun on him. He'll be quick to answer.
I ride without you, then, Bois Laurier.
I'm coming. Chevalier, what is it?
They ride into ambush, those travelers. I saw it from the window.
That's upon all windows.
We must warn them. There they are, just around the bend. We will be on them in a moment, so they ride as if possessed.
We're too late. They've fallen, both of them.
God rest their souls.
You're too late. Oh, now I'll have to finish you myself.
Ah! Bois Laurier! Bois Laurier, are you all right? Oh, if I could have laid my hands upon those ropes. But as soon as they had fired, they made off through the woods like streaks of lightning, and in this rain I stood no chance of finding them. Quietly now, my friend. I'll take you back into the shelter of the trees. Gently now, gently. You are as light as a baby, but gently. I'll not hurt you more than has already been done. There, now lean against this tree. I'll bind your wound.
Monsieur. travelers.
Do not try to talk. You have been badly hit. It is bad for you to talk. The travelers, I am afraid, are dead.
Both of them. The master and the man.
Both.
So, they have to finish me as well. Orders were they both then. One in front, and he the road behind.
I beg you, do not talk.
Had not those luckless two gone first, I would have received the full volley. Instead, two stray shots with, I fear me, will do the same work. Anyway.
My friend, your mind wanders. No wonder, for you've lost much blood. Be quiet, I pray you now, and rest against this tree. I will go back to the forge and fetch help.
There is none, Chevalier. For I will die.
Do not say so, friend.
As a soldier, you should know it. I cannot not.
I have a flask of wine here.
Hold it then. My lips. So I would talk. I think so.
You would do better if you would but rest quietly.
I am doomed by the treachery of one I trusted. What does it matter if I die now or later? So long as I can revenge this treachery first.
Revenge is an ugly word, friend, on the lips of a dying man.
Nevertheless, I must speak. Drink for pity's sake.
Gently now.
Oh, may heaven reward you. You are a good man. To die so young.
My friend, your mind wanders. But have courage. Things are not as bad as they seem. I will ride back to the smiths and bring help to you.
No. It is over. I can't settle. Yet bend your ear close to me. I must speak before I die. Oh, never will I rest in peace again.
Speak, then. Speak, for I am listening.
In your hands must lie my revenge. I have been killed by... Oh, that I had a priest before I die. But it is impossible. I shall not last much longer. You must receive my confession, so that perhaps you may save yourself.
You know not what you say. How save myself?
This ambuscade was directed against us, against you and me.
By whom?
Porthos would not even have spared me.
Porthos? Then I was right. It was he whom I spied.
Drink.
Here.
I cannot last much longer. Listen closely then. For if I last, please heaven, I will tell you all.
Speak, then. Speak, for I am listening.
In breath, in words, on your mind. I had not much time. Those men, I fell instead of us. You see, I, too, was marked for death. My master, the Duke, has a summer house on the edge of Marley Wood.
Poor fellow, he knows not what he says.
I speak the truth. Listen closely. Summer House is not far from the royal residence.
I understand.
There is a main room, a fireplace, on the left, a panel. On the left.
Easy, friend, easy now.
I must go on. Where's the spring in the brass knob? Concealed beneath the earth. It communicates with the palace, with the king's apartments.
In what way does this concern me? Oh, my friend, save your breath to pray and do not torture yourself with these strange things.
Now, you do not understand. I am not raving. I speaking. Live. And so will you. Someday. The secret way to the king is to be used to outstrip her and prevent. You must use it to prevent.
Prevent? What? Prevent what?
Plot.
What plot? Valerio, here, try to sip a little more. I hold it to your lips.
Would you send me drunk to my maker? No.
Speak. You must finish now. What plot? Answer me, Valerio. What plot?
I know not. Oh, it's dark. I cannot see anything. If there is a bell, the passage will be guarded. Kill them. Kill them as they have killed the old man, too.
What old man?
Isn't he? The old white beard. Come for me. He comes to strangle unless I confess. He comes for me, the old man.
Valerio, once more I urge you. I beg of you. Speak. I must know. God rest his soul. I doubt if he were a good man, but he is dead. God rest you, Monsieur Boilerier, for you died in fear. Of what or whom I know not.
Oh, there. Oh.
Over here by the tree.
You then, Monsieur Boilerier.
It is I.
Hurry. It is you.
Whom did you expect? Don't stand there staring, man. I am not a ghost.
Indeed, Chevalier, I am delighted to find you alive.
On the sword you neither sound nor look it, but let it pass. Our friend Boilerier is not so lucky.
Oh, they did get him after all.
What was that?
Nothing, monsieur, nothing. Oh, the poor gentleman.
If there is any justice in the world, the rogues who did this evil thing shall not go unhung. I have their names, or that of their master.
You know this, their master?
A rogue named Corbeau, with whom I have had dealings before.
Oh. Monsieur Boilerier, God rest his soul, passed quietly from this world.
He was badly wounded, poor fellow, and suffered much. He made it even harder for himself by his determination to talk, but he is at rest now.
What did he say?
Oh, it is hard to remember. He was in a delirium without doubt, speaking of his master, the Duke of Almada, of threats and plots and intrigues, and an old man. He seemed afraid, mortally afraid of him. It could not have been the Duke, although he is old. For I have heard him speak of Boilerier in most affectionate terms.
It was some bogey of his own imagining.
Yes, I expect you are right. News must be sent to the Duke. He will be desolate with grief, I know. Have you some messenger that you can send upon this sorry errand? I myself am off to Freiburg, and has been long enough delayed already.
I will arrange it, Chevalier.
Good. And now we'd best look to these two poor fellows.
You'd best look to yourself, my fine Musketeer. But since both Porthos and Laurier have missed you, it seems I'll have to do the deed myself and deliver the reward. Oh, well, produce the money.
Come here, Master Smith, and see if you recognize either of these two.
Coming. I'm coming, monsieur.
They did not stand a chance. Shots came from both sides of the road. Do you know either of them?
I never saw them in my life before.
I will go through their pockets. It may tell us who they are.
They may have some money.
Yes. Yes, they were not lacking in that commodity.
How much? Upon my word, a purse bursting with it. This is luck.
I will keep it, monsieur, and see if I can return it to some member of their family.
You know then who they are?
There is a note here. Torn, admittedly, but it is an address. It says, The Lockbreaker, Tavern of the Dry Well at Cloud Rouge.
That is not much to go on, monsieur.
It is all there is. I shall take it with me. Now, I have one horse, and with any luck, may at least make sherry tonight. Can I leave the proper burial of these poor fellows in your hands?
Indeed, yes, Chevalier. I will attend to everything.
Then I will be on my way. It is lucky my horse does not stay too far. He was hungry and spent her time cropping the grass like a special creature. Let me fix the saddle now, my beauty, and we'll be off.
You'll be off, my friend, but not to Freiburg. The same road you travel this night as Master Laurier. Now, while your back is turned. 1, 2...
Master Volkert, what are you doing with that gun?
I was but aiming at a bird up yonder.
For pity's sake, aim with a little more care. It would not have been the bird you hit that time.
I am a little out of practice, I expect.
And I pray you put that gun down. It belonged to Monsieur Laurier, did it not? Why did you take it up, Master Smith?
To shoot at the bird.
I prefer them flying free, monsieur. Give me that gun.
I would not argue with you, monsieur.
I should not advise it. Thank you. Little Annette, what brought you here?
I came to say goodbye, monsieur.
Then say it, and get back to the forge.
I will not go until monsieur has enough.
You defy me? Why?
Leave me at your will. I will not go. Not until monsieur is safely on his way.
He will not beat you, Annette. Will you, monsieur?
No, I did not threaten the child. She must learn some discipline, though.
He can beat me if he likes when you are gone. But I will wait and see right away.
Why are you so determined to stay, my child?
I do not want him.
Annette, let her speak.
I do not want him to shoot the bird.
He will not do so, that I promise you. We'll see. I have the gun.
I do not trust him myself.
Say your goodbyes, then, and let's get back out of this ring. But truly, I'm soaked to the skin.
Indeed, you are right. And now I must be off.
The Chevalier will not make Lagny tonight in this rain.
I feel you are right. Steady there, now. Steady, steady.
But you can top at Shell. The Shield of France Inn has a fine reputation.
Thank you for the recommendation, Master Smith.
And I will give you another. You're a fine Christian gentleman. Further on towards Freiburg, which I understand is your destination, you will come to the Inn of the Cooked Crayfish.
Strange name.
But a good inn, monsieur.
Thank you. I will remember the name and watch out for it. Take care of Annette, monsieur, for I shall watch out for her on my way home. And I should not like to hear bad reports of her treatment. Farewell, friend.
Goodbye, monsieur. Goodbye.
Well, may you say goodbye. It's the last you see of him, you interfering little hunchback. Get back to the forge now before I lay hands upon you.
You would have killed him.
And what business is it of yours, eh? You're a fool. And do not be so sure you saved his life. For unless I'm mistaken, you've seen the last of him. Despite your interference, the Breton will not live to see Paris again, and I will not die in poverty. All is not lost yet, girl, unless you count the Breton's life. That, I fear, is forfeit.
Would it were he, I had beneath my hammer. The overgrown Breton peasant. Now, come in, and don't stand knocking here. Oh, you. And whom did you expect, my ladyship?
By my sword, what a night of rain. Your fire looks welcoming, my friend, which is more than I can say of your face. What ails you, friend? You're not being well paid for your assistance? Did we not do a good job?
If you call letting the Breton go free a good job, I agree you did one.
Free? Are you mad? I saw him fall.
The rain was in your eyes, brother. It was not he who fell.
Explain yourself. What's this you're saying? I don't understand. With my own eyes, I saw him fall. He and the fool Valorier with him. The stray traveler following behind, I shouldn't be surprised. I didn't say to watch that.
Ah, you had your facts mixed, Captain. It was 2 stray travelers you saw there. A pair of fools who went riding past here just at the critical moment. The horses sweating and panting as if they'd rode all the way from Paris without a stop.
Then, if this is so, the Breton...
The Breton lives and rides now for Freiburg as fast as he may.
Plague upon him. Is he bewitched that he escapes me so?
You're no match for one such as he, friend. It takes brains to deal with a Breton.
So, brains is it, my brawny friend? And I suppose you could do better than I. You, with your brain, could entrap this thorn in the flesh where I have failed.
I have done so.
You have? And may one ask how this miracle has been accomplished?
One may, and I shall go so far as to tell one. But first I would explain how your mistake came about by carelessness and overconfidence. 2 common faults in foolish men.
You may leave out the lecture.
First, the Breton saw the ambush. From the upper window, he saw the glint of musket barrels among the leaves.
Who sent him up there to spy upon us? That was your fault.
Nothing of the sort. Should I have let him wander down the road reckless and free to investigate the ambush personally?
Job, get on with it. A test upon this flame shifting. What have you done to rectify the error?
I have directed him to my friend Herr Brown at the inn of the Cook's Crayfish.
Well?
It is not only crayfish they cook there, friend Corbin. Brown is a cunning one, and many a soldier drinks the good wine there and never goes to war again. He will finish off our friend the Breton, and no mistake about it.
How can you be sure?
I know Herr Brown. The Breton is alone and without warning.
Alone? Then Valorier?
Oh, you did manage to carry out instructions there, though I grant it was by mistake. He is dead. Poor Valorier.
Well, that's a comfort anyway. Not that I had anything against him, really. He treated me with the utmost civility at all times. The man who wishes to climb in this life cannot have qualms about the ladder he steps up on.
So that is your plan. You wish to climb over Monsieur Valorier, then? Well, good luck to you. I like to see a man ambitious. But what will you tell the noble lord about the Breton? From all I hear, he is not one to countenance failure.
Since you claim to be the one with brains, what would you suggest I told him?
How much are these valuable suggestions worth, my friend?
If I can make my goal through your help, Brother Smith, you shall be well rewarded, never fear.
Then I suggest you tell the noble lord that Monsieur Joel lies dead in Bondy Forest. Undoubtedly it is a falsehood, for which you must ask forgiveness. But it is a very little one. For of a surety, Monsieur Joel will never walk alive from the cooked crayfish. I'll take my oath on that.
Friend, I salute you. You have both brawns and brains, and that's a rare combination. You've served me well this day, as well as the noble lord for whom I work. You shall be rewarded.
Good.
Let's drink to the Breton and the cooked crayfish, and the noble lord, too, and the merry blacksmith himself, if you will. My heart feels lighter than it did.
Tell me, friend, are you not afraid to step into Valorier's shoes? The Lord is ruthless, and Valorier's fate was not a happy one.
Valorier died, my friend, because he knew too much. I am a poor highwayman. I will fight if I'm paid for it, and kill if I'm paid for it. But I will not think. No, not for any man, for in this line of business, friend, thinking is a poor policy.
You may be right. In any case, let's drink to your success.
And the success of your friend of the cooked crayfish. For upon mine honor, though I'm not afraid of my Lord Duke, yet there's something in the Breton's face that sets my knees a trembling. I confess I shall sleep easier in my bed when I know he's been disposed of.
Then, Cornwall, have no fear. Though the rascals evaded your grip twice, yet am I certain this time he'll meet his fate. Herr Brown will take care of him.
And in the elegant, colonnaded room of a house at Peck, Aurore de Loc Maria is saying,
Oh, Francois, if only I were there to take care of him.
I fear you would be out of place on a battlefield, my child.
Of course. I shall just have to wait in patience and trust in Monsieur Bois-Laurier to care for him.
Bois-Laurier. They say he is very loyal.
I am sure he is. My Lord Duke is devoted to him.
Child, what is your opinion of the Duke?
Why, he has been our guardian angel, Francois, as well you know. It was he who persuaded His Majesty to take Joël from the Bastille. He arranged our wedding. It was he who gave me my chance at court. Why, Francois, he has done everything for us.
Yes, indeed, everything. And how are you getting on at court, Aurore? Are you happy there?
As happy as it is possible to be without Joël.
Is the Queen friendly?
Indeed, she could not be kinder. I am kept busy, for there is much to do, and Her Majesty is far from well. But my Lord Montausier is not the hard taskmaster he would have you believe. And I am happy there.
And the other ladies?
Oh, they are kindness itself. Particularly Madame de Sévigné.
Madame de Sévigné? She has treated you with civility?
Oh, much more than that. She's been most affectionate. Do you not like her?
I do not know her well. But she was a friend of Mademoiselle de Fontaine.
Oh, I'm so glad you have come to Peck. For now I have someone to talk of Joël. You seemed a long way off in Paris. Now you are close to me.
I promised your Joël I would look after you. And when my lady suggested the children and I should move down here, it was like the answer to a prayer. Tell me, child, do you see much of the King?
His Majesty is in Dresden.
I heard that. But when he is here...
He does not come often to the Queen's apartment. Poor lady. One smile from His Majesty does more for her than all the physician's medicine. Yet he comes but seldom.
So, you have not spoken with him?
Only once with my Lord Duke. We seem to have a lot to talk over. But I've seen them together several times.
Well, of course, he is the Spanish ambassador, and King Charles of Spain is the Queen's brother. And yet they were not always friendly.
Perhaps he is more worried over Her Majesty's health than we know. Oh, but do not let us talk of court matters, dear Francoise. I have longed so much to have you near. How long do you suppose I must wait before I hear from Joël?
That would depend, my dear, on whether he were able to write.
My lady, madame, I thought you had gone.
I was about to take my leave, Francois. But when Honorin told me Madame de Loc Maria was here, I could not return to Clagny without first speaking with her.
You are very kind, my lady. I did not know you had left Clagny, or I should certainly have paid my respects to you.
How remiss of Francoise not to have told you. You should have known how anxious I was for your welfare. I have not left Clagny, my child. I came but to see my children settled here at Peck. I must congratulate you upon your marriage.
Thank you, my lady.
The Chevalier, your husband, has gone to Marshal Précy at Freiburg, I understand. I trust he will return safely to you.
I pray constantly for his return, my lady.
There are many dangers on the road these days, but I have no doubt he will be well taken care of. Henry, how is Her Majesty?
Her health is very poor, I'm afraid, my lady.
Indeed, it is a tragedy, for France needs a strong queen. Ah, well, perhaps one day she shall have one. Eh, Francois? Well, I cannot stand here gossiping, for the coach is waiting. Francois will keep an eye on you, I am sure, my child. Won't you, Francois? And I would not worry about a letter from Monsieur Joël. Sometimes it is difficult to write. Farewell, madame.
Goodbye, my lady. Oh, everybody is so good to me, Francoise. Once, just before she left Clagny,
I thought the lady was angry with me. But now see how kind she is.
Oh, child. It is as well for you that I am here to watch over you. But upon my honor, such innocence as yours could not last long in this court. Oh, child. It is as well for you that I am here to watch over you. But upon my honor, such innocence as yours would not last long in this court.
But Francois...
You're a young child and new to the court. Otherwise, you would know that the Marchioness de Montespan does nothing without reason. I won't say good reason.
There could be none but kinder reasons behind her concern for myself and Joel.
Perhaps.
Oh, Francois, my friend, I believe you are jealous. I believe you want me to be your protégé and none others. Well, I am yours. For you are the only one to whom I can come and speak of Joel.
At least I am here to take care of you. I promised Monsieur Joel I would do that.
Dear Francois, His Majesty could have chosen no one better for a royal governess. For you like to mother us all.
How long will His Majesty be at Mindregon?
I do not know, though it is rumored he may be some time.
Good. We have nothing to fear then while he is detained there.
Francois, what do you mean?
I simply meant life, Lizzie. Caused lots of inconvenience.
It is certainly quieter since you left.
Then let us pray he will be away for a long time.
That's almost treachery, Francois. If my Lord Montausier were to hear you...
My Lord Montausier, thank heaven, has no jurisdiction over me.
Oh, but he has over me, and I must be getting back to Saint-Germain. I will come again, just as soon as I have permission to leave the palace.
I shall look forward to seeing you, child, for I feel responsible for you. But so long as His Majesty is away, I shall rest easy. For I shall know you are not overworked. Farewell, my child. My prayers shall join yours for Joel's safety and his speedy return.
Meanwhile, on the edge of the Black Forest, a welcome of quite another sort is being prepared for Joel. At the inn of the Cook's Crayfish, a lonely building on the gloomy ridge of a hill, sits mine host, Caspar Brown, a lean old soldier with a vicious face. He is cleaning his musket and talking with a young girl who is wearily preparing a meal.
So then he sent his bellows boy sprinting along the short cut t'other side of Nancy to warn me that this fellow was coming.
May heaven have mercy on him, then.
A fine thing to say about a guest at the inn.
Here's your coffee. You know as well as I do, you will kill him if he comes here.
Of course. Very wise been sent to me. But why worry about this? It's a little thing that comes to all of us. This soldier goes to the wars. Like as not, he would be killed there. If I do the deed here tonight, it'll surely save a little time.
Still, I say, may heaven have mercy on him.
Well, if you hadn't come to me so highly recommended, my girl, I'd distrust you. But Porthos said you were all right, despite your bitter tongue.
And you'd trust Walt on it? Men have died for trusting him, Herr Brown.
Why do you work with him if you feel like that?
Sometimes one cannot help oneself.
I wish the road would hurry. I do not like to wait.
The roads are heavy after the rains and the artillery that travelled over them yesterday. Or perhaps it's been attacked by highwaymen. The forest full of them since the war began.
No, listen. There's a horse in the yard. Look through the window. Is it he?
It's the Musketeer. In truth, the biggest I ever saw. Ah, Herr Brown, take care how you deal with this one, for his sword is big enough for a giant.
Enter.
Good evening to you, my son.
Greetings, monsieur, and welcome to my inn. What can I do for you?
Many things, my good man of the woods. I need accommodation and food for myself, and shelter and provender for my horse.
Nothing is impossible now on the frontier. If there is money forthcoming, and you are not in a hurry.
Take your own time, my friend. And as I have escaped the knights of the road, I need not look to expense.
Monsieur, we will do our best for you. Therese!
Yes, monsieur.
Go, put the gentleman's horse in the stable and hurry back, for he needs his supper.
Yes, mister.
Be quick now.
Yes, mister.
I am in no great hurry, friend. You need not have shouted at her.
She is a sluggard and needs hurrying.
What is a French girl doing in this part of the world? I thought the inhabitants were mostly German.
She is from Paris. A lazy wench, and one I shall be rid of with all haste. She was recommended by a friend, but she's no lover of work and is pert into the bargain.
She seemed docile enough to me. But it's good to be by a fire again. The forest is dark and the night is cold outside.
There is a basement of fresh water over there if you want to get the dust of the road off you. And if your trappings are in the way, I'll relieve you of them.
Many thanks, my friend, but I am used to them. I should feel lost without my sword and pistol. They do not incommode me. I shall keep them on. But I shall take advantage of your other offer. Traveling is dirty work.
Dirty work. There's dirty work to be done, my friend, even if you won't give up your weapons. So you're back, wench. And time enough, too.
So he won't give up his sword?
What of it? A good dinner and some of my wine. Some of my special wine. That'll do the trick nicely. Then, off with his head, so.
Off with whose head?
Monsieur, I was speaking of the hare I shot this afternoon. This stupid Parisian knows nothing of cooking game.
It is a fine art, I grant you.
Supper is ready, monsieur. I will put it on the table here by the fire.
Dinner by a blazing fire and good company. What more can a soldier ask?
Be seated, monsieur.
Well, girl. Do you not see that the gentleman's weapons are in the way? Remove them for him.
No, never mind. I am learning to be a soldier and must get used to eating and drinking in my equipment.
You would be more comfortable, monsieur, without them.
My mind would not be comfortable, friend, without my sword to hand. Besides, what is comfort to a soldier?
So you are a soldier.
I hope to be one. Though I am more of a dispatch bearer at present.
You carry dispatches, then?
I am on my way from Paris to Marshal Crequi at Freiburg.
Oh, admirable Admiral. Therese, bring wine for the dispatch bearer.
Yes, monsieur.
Then drink it, friend. Let's drink to your success and long life.
To Paris. And my speedy return there.
There is a lady in Paris, I'll warrant.
My wife.
Good. Then let's drink to her, too. To Madame.
Aurore.
You like my wine? It is some of my own.
It is good indeed, mine host. I can see I shall like this country.
You're the man after my own heart, monsieur. A soldier and a connoisseur of good wine. Therese, bring another bottle.
Yes, monsieur.
Bring 2 bottles. Bring a bottle of my special wine to monsieur. He will appreciate that, I know.
At once, monsieur.
And I will build up the fire. Nothing like a good big fire to drink beside on a cold night, monsieur.
Monsieur, your wine.
Fine. Put it down. Open it, monsieur, and try some. Yes. You will like it, I know.
You're right, buddy. It is good, but it flies to the head. Either it is your wine or your fire or the long ride, but I'm sleepy. I'm coming sleepy. It must be the wine.
Mild as milk, monsieur. Have some more.
No, I am for bed.
What is that? Am I on the high seas that your house rocks like a ship in the wind? Oh, it must be your vintage. Oh, I shall have a headache tomorrow if I don't sleep it off.
Sleep will cure you, my friend. Sleep will cure everything. Upstairs with you to bed while you can still stand. Therese will take your firearms.
Hold there. Oh. I may be unsteady, but I was Porthos' soldier and his sword. I'll never find him. Oh, dear, my head is quite mixed. Oh, I can scarcely stand.
Then upstairs you go, my honored guest. There is but one room at the head of the stairs, and the bed is under the window. Do you want anything more?
And I've had more than enough. Well, my master, and I, pretty maid, peace on all under your roof tree.
Drunk, tired, and very soon asleep. Ha ha, my sweet Therese. The cat is in the bag now. Drunk, tired, and very soon asleep. Ah, my sweet Therese. The cat is in the bag now.
Yes?
He went down before the doctored wine like corn before the scythe. Oh, it was sweet to see. For such a big man, he has a poor head for drinking. Or did you give him a double dose, my friend, eh?
No.
In any case, we've settled him.
Are you going up to him right away?
No. Didn't you hear? He carries dispatches. Much as I'd like to take his purse, he is more valuable than an ordinary soldier. He carries dispatches from Paris for that old fool Creaky at Freiburg. He's a fine cat for us.
Where are you going?
To get your friend Porthos. He and his friends will pay well for these dispatches, I've no doubt of that. Now, let me see. Hat, coat, gun. Well, I'll not be long away.
Then he is not to die.
Ah, don't worry over that detail, Therese. He will die when we are ready to kill him.
He did not have death in his face.
Nor have I the disposition to be frightened by you and your witchcraft. Death in his face. A knife in his back, and who cared about his face then? Well, I must be off. Though I doubt if our friend will move for some time yet. You know where I am. I go to the mill to meet Porthos. If the soldier moves, blow the hunting horn, and we'll come to your assistance without delay. You understand?
Perfectly.
Goodbye, then. I'll not be long.
No. No, he will not be long. When Walter knows he's here, become it all his. Yet there was not death in his face. Perhaps. But I must be quick.
Monsieur! Monsieur! Monsieur, it is safe now.
Yes?
He has gone. It is safe at the moment. Come down quickly.
What is it you have to tell me? Why such strange behavior? Why did you change the bottle of wine when mine host turned to throw wood on the fire?
It was drugged, monsieur.
Yes, I guessed as much. And why did you gesture to me behind his back? I took the hint and acted like one drunk, but upon my sword, I do not understand it.
You acted almost too well, monsieur. I never saw a man get so drunk so fast in all my life. Still, he served. He was very sure of himself. Therefore, careless.
What is this all about? Tell me.
I will tell you enough to satisfy you if I can. We have not time for much. For he has gone to the mill and will not be long.
Well,
Mine host is not a good man, monsieur. It is his practice to drug the wine of stray travelers, particularly soldiers, and to kill them for what valuables they may carry.
Why did you not tell me this at once? I would have run him through with my sword and saved a deal of trouble.
I was afraid, monsieur. He is a wily soldier here, Brown. I didn't want you killed.
That was kind of you at any rate.
Your own chatter saved your life, monsieur. For when you mentioned you'd carried the factory, Herr Brown knew you were more valuable than most. He has friends, enemies of France, who will pay well for military information. He has gone to consult one now.
And where do you, a Parisian, come into this evil scheme?
They suggested to me that, as I am French, I should decoy young officers, and so deliver the general's plans to the enemy.
Well, did you do this thing?
The opportunity has not arisen until tonight.
But surely, mademoiselle, love for your country would make you repulse such a suggestion at once.
I do not know, monsieur.
You do not know? Mademoiselle, honor, patriotism.
My life has not been as yours, monsieur. Honor and patriotism has not played a very large part up to date. And this man whom Brown has gone to meet, he is a tyrant, a demon.
You mean he would force you to do these things?
Well, you cannot understand, I cannot explain. But believe me, he is a sort of villain who will not need the excuse of your dispatches to join in Caspar's plan to kill you in your bed.
Let them but try.
Oh, monsieur, I beg of you. Every minute you spend here is dangerous. This man is a devil and unscrupulous. He needs information to sell to Prince Charles of Lorraine. That is why he is here. What chance have you then?
What is this wretch to you?
Alas, he is my husband.
You love him?
Oh, perhaps once I did. Who knows? Now he is my torturer. The living reminder of a past I would forget. Fate has chained us together like two convicts in the galleys, and I can't escape it. But you, monsieur...
Let him come.
I tell you, they'll be back soon, and you'll stand no chance. The Frontier forest is full of deserters, whom a gold coin would convert to murderers.
Let them all come.
Monsieur, I understand that you are more than willing to deal single-handed with the whole army. But Walton is coming. He may fire the house.
Who cares?
Perhaps not Monsieur Le Chevalier. But what of her?
You mean...
The woman whom you love, monsieur. The woman who loves you.
Aurore? Did you mean Aurore? And how did you know?
I did not know her name. I can't tell you how I know. But this I tell you most earnestly, monsieur. A man who loves and is beloved has no right to go rashly into danger.
I had forgotten.
If they were to kill you, what of her? You can tell when she may need your sword ground. Think of her, monsieur.
Indeed, I shall.
And think of me, too. If they discover I betrayed them, my life will no longer be safe. I do not want to be murdered before I have time for repentance.
I will do what you wish. What do you want to do?
We must go at once. I kept the harness on your horse and made ready Walton's own. On those you must go as quickly as possible. There is not a moment to waste.
You would have me run away? Run before such scum as this?
There is no other way. Oh, do not hesitate. I will show you how to meet them some other time.
Very well. I'll come.
Good. We go through the back door. It is nearer. Follow me quietly and without pressure.
I am ready.
Come then. You will have to bend, monsieur. It is not built for giants like you. And keep your hand upon your sword. It rattles so.
I am with you.
Monsieur, we will not cross the courtyard, because they will return and we might see us in the lights from the windows. Follow me carefully. There's a path that leads through the trees beyond the arbor and bring us to the stables without danger. Keep close behind me.
I am following.
Monsieur.
What is it?
Someone is coming.
Is it?
Yes. Oh, monsieur, we are lost. They're coming this way, and we'll be on us in a moment. Oh, heaven, but get us before we're lost.
Be quiet. They'll hear you. Our only chance lies in silence. Press back into the bushes here and be still. They will pass by us.
But wait.
Quickly.
Monsieur.
Why was there a light upstairs in the unit's return the path into the bridge back there? I saw it. Take a moment. Now, I see no light, my lord. You can see for yourself. The place is as still as the grave.
I saw a light distinctly. It went off as I watched it.
My lord, that was probably this gentleman's wife. I expect he thought all was over for the night and went to bed.
Is he to be trusted? He would not give an alarm.
Therese? My Therese. Oh, no.
It's difficult to tell with a woman.
My lord, I can assure you he is as subservient to my will as the cane I wield. My lord, if you are in doubt, I'll hurry on ahead and make sure for you.
That would perhaps ease my mind. Yes, indeed it would. Anyway, for the time, let us move on. It is cold here and windy.
Not so fast, monsieur. You must be very careful. Let us proceed with all caution. Remember, it's a busy night ahead. Wilson, come on. You think I should go ahead and see that all is well at the inn? Yes, you go ahead, friend.
They have gone.
Yes, they have gone, monsieur. They have gone, and so are we. For if Brown goes to the inn, we are lost. We are lost beyond hope, monsieur. Lost beyond hope. And they will kill us both this night. If Brown goes into the house, we are lost. We are lost beyond hope, monsieur. They will kill us both.
They will hear you, and then we will stand no chance. Look, they are pausing. There by the arbor. He has not gone in. I am going to creep a little closer to them. Come.
Oh, no, I cannot.
Keep close behind me and be quiet.
I am afraid.
They do not know we are here. We have the advantage so far. And I still have my sword, but silence, I beg of you.
Very well, then. Don't bother. Walk on, Musketeer is trustworthy, and you are sure that the soldier was drunk beyond hope.
And let us all get inside, my lord. Miss Cellar is at your disposal.
Would you drug me as well as the soldier? No, friend. I prefer to stay here. We can use this arbor for our conference room. You, Caspar, go and watch in the gap on the road. There are too many prowlers about to be neglectful.
As you will, my lord. I'm an old woodsman. You can rely on me.
I'm sure of it.
But I should be honored to have you in my house. It is not every day I have the opportunity of entertaining you Charles of Lorraine.
I shall sit at your board one day, never fear. But not until we've raised and rid our imperial soil of these accursed foreigners. First, we must revenge the siege of Freiburg. Then we can celebrate. Off with you now.
I am going.
Well, Wolfhard, what news have you brought from Paris? Good or bad?
Both, Your Highness. Your ally, the Duke of Saxe-Eisenach, has surrendered to Strasbourg.
You are right. That is bad news. Disastrous. Quick, what next?
Well, my lord, the 60,000 men with whom you promised to leave Freiburg.
Yes.
His Imperial Majesty now says he requires them himself to put down insurrection in Hungary. They left this morning for Vienna.
So much for promises.
Furthermore, His Imperial Majesty has agreed to accept the conditions of the treaty which Louis has been negotiating at Nimwegen. There is no hope for you there now, my lord.
So fade my hope. Is there none I can trust, then? How easily broken are the promises of these two. One a coward, the other a perjurer. What of honor and family ties? Oh, I should have known not to trust them. But tell me, is this all? Have you more gall in your cask for me?
My lord, that is all the bad news.
Of course. You said some was good. Well, speak up, let me hear it.
I have made a few inquiries on my own, my lord. Your Highness is aware that the French is short of artillery before Freiburg.
That it is being forwarded.
It will be a long time before it can be used. For the wagons bringing powder and projectiles are stuck in the mud of the Vosges Mountains. It will take days to dig them out, and indeed they might not arrive at all if they were cut off.
What do you mean?
These ammunition wagons are escorted by a company of some 30 dragoons. They would be an easy target for a band of desperados.
Perhaps so, but have you such a band?
Since the news that peace will be signed at Nimwegen, a number of brave lads who like to fight are out of a job. They fight for money and they're willing to throw in their lot with either side. They're willing to fight for your lordship. I spoke to them myself. There are 8,000 of them at Oppenau.
8,000? 8,000 men at Oppenau. Only a few leagues away.
That's right, my lord. So, you see, you have an extra legion.
Is it a partisan war you propose to me?
Well, any kind of war is feasible when it serves one's purpose.
I am a general of armies, not a captain of plunder.
Yes, but the general is useless, my lord, when he has no army.
Seems I have no choice. But I do not like.
Are you a coward, then? You have not the courage to grasp this opportunity? This is your hour. If the French capture Freiburg, you're finished. You know it. And all Europe knows it.
That is so. Freiburg is of the utmost importance. But no. I cannot do it that way.
Then I will take my leave. I have sold drugs with the risk of being burnt alive for the purse of gold I earned. I am used to dealing with more audacious and enterprising men than that. Goodbye, my lord.
No, wait. I have sunk so low I cannot think further. Suppose I consent to use these men. What chance have they against a disciplined army?
They could not fail. If the Freiburg garrison makes a sortie at the same time as my irregulars attack from the rear...
How would we get word through to Freiburg?
I shall be inside the city in a day or two. Oh, no, do not laugh. I shall manage it, I assure you. What I make up my mind to do, I do successfully. Oh, the devil is related to me, they say.
It seems likely. This is Monday. Tomorrow I go to Oppenau to meet your partisans. We shall attack Freiburg on Friday night. Will you be in the city and ready by that day?
I shall. From within, I shall lure a storming party of the French onto that portion of the wall which I understand is mine. That will start things well to our advantage.
A rocket shall be the signal of my attack. I shall send up a rocket from this house.
Rely on me, my lord. Our aims are alike. Oh, but wait, yes. There is one thing that your Highness has forgotten.
Oh. Yes, I have forgotten that all services must be paid for. And we have not yet fixed the price.
Oh, you judge me harshly, my lord. When successes come, then your Highness may value it in proportion to the gain.
He asks for nothing, so his terms will be high. What then have I forgotten?
If I am to enter Freiburg, I shall need credentials to present to the worthy officer there. Otherwise, well, they'll think me a spy.
Yes, of course. I will write what is necessary. Brown answers for you to me, and I can answer for you to others, to a certain degree.
To Colonel Schultz, Governor of Freiburg. We wish you to receive the bearer of this note with the honors due to an envoy of ours, and to favor him with all he may wish for the good of our service and the defense of the place. That will do well.
I have not finished yet, friend. Read further.
If, however, this envoy appears to commit any act contrary to the defense, or seems to be in any way in collusion with the enemy, Do not hesitate to treat him as a traitor. Watch him carefully, and at the first suspicion, hang him.
Yes. Does that satisfy you? You understand it all?
Yes, my lord.
Colonel Schultz knows my writing, so will not question the authenticity of this note. And I warn you, he is a man who will execute my orders if he has to with his own hands.
I have nothing to fear.
So then, and mind Marshal Trophy does not read this letter.
I must come near him, since I reckon on him to help me into Freiburg.
How so?
I shall go to him carrying the dispatches which our drunken friend now carries. You shall have a copy of them, too. But do not fear for your letter. I have a secret place to hide it. See, the knob of my cane that looks so solid. I twist it so.
Very cunning.
Too cunning for the French to find. See? In goes your note. And there's your life, safe until Colonel Schultz take her. Now I'll join friend Brown. Together we do as I told you. Goodbye, my lord.
That a prince of my race would be reduced to this. Despite destiny of such an accomplishment. Will lie himself with a poison of the cat.
You'll not forget as I wanted you.
Will lie that you're my constant always.
Monsieur, have they gone?
Yes. Wharton is off up yonder to consult with Brown, and Duke Charles has gone the other way. Duke Charles? I could hardly believe my ears. Duke Charles himself. What a prize if I could have captured him there and then.
I'm glad you didn't try, monsieur. They would have killed us both without doubt. Not that they will not do so anyway, for we are lost. We are quite lost.
Nonsense. We still have a chance. Now listen carefully, for we must be quick. Wharton and Brown are going back to the inn. The moment the door shuts behind them, we must make a dash for the stables. The horses are ready, you say?
Yes, but...
It will take them a few moments to discover that we are gone, and we must make full use of that small delay.
They will cross the courtyard to the inn, having nothing to fear. If we crept quietly down, monsieur, we could get closer to the stables and have less distance to travel. We may go in.
Good. Follow me quietly. Are you all right?
Yes, monsieur. If they do not hear my knees knocking...
We must wait. Quietly now. There they go into the inn. Now wait until they close the door. Now, run for it. We have less time than we thought.
We will never make it, monsieur.
Yes, we will. Here, quickly. Steady now. Ready? Now. Are you right, mademoiselle?
Yes. Yes, I think so. In just a moment. Monsieur, they've discovered us. We are coming.
Ride, then. Ride for your life. Ride. Ride for your life. Courage, girl, courage. We have a start on them. We're already mounted.
They will kill us. I know it.
They will taste my steel first.
Oh, there is death in the air. I feel it.
It's as likely to be theirs as ours. Which way shall we go?
To the French camp at Freiburg.
No, they will take that road. So will everybody else. The roads are blocked with camp followers and heavy with traffic. Is there no other way?
Through the forest. But it is longer.
Loss of time means nothing to loss of my dispatches. Let's take the forest road and leave our friends to chase off to Freiburg. Do you know the way?
Yes. We must go down through the trees to the river, which turn off the road here.
Good. Soft green turf will silence our horses' feet somewhat and give us added protection.
No, monsieur. You are hopeful. You do not know these men as I do. Yet we may possibly avoid them. Yes, perhaps we may.
How so?
There is but one bridge across the Rhine, and they will try to reach it first and cut us off there. But I know of a ferryman with a boat.
Yes?
If we keep to the river, we will come to it.
Good girl. Have courage, then, for we are safe, I am sure.
Monsieur, I have seen so much of death. Wait. Stop a moment.
Whoa. What is it?
Can you hear nothing?
No.
My ears are quicker than yours. We are pursued.
They come this way. I'll give them a taste of my steel, and gladly. And my pistols, too, if they...
They are on the road. About the spot where we turned off. Let's see they're going on. They've passed. Oh, heaven be praised. We are safe then.
I am sorry not to have had the chance to meet them just the same.
You may still have a chance. But let us make haste. The darkness is at least some protection. If we can make the ferryman before dawn, we will be safe.
How much further, mademoiselle? It is beginning to grow light.
But we are there, monsieur. See, there is the ferryman's house.
Good, good. I shall be happier when we are on the other side of the river.
And I.
Whoa there. Whoa. Oh, there. Anybody home?
What do you want?
Your assistance, friend.
We will pay anything you ask for your services.
What do you want me to do?
My good man, we want you to put us on the other side of the river safely.
And quickly.
Hey, you don't know what it is that you ask. It isn't easy in the morning, folks. No, and the current is here.
In the service of the king.
But my boat is sinking.
But our need is urgent. And if we are drowned, the price will not be exacted of you.
See how quickly the light is coming. We must hurry. Oh, please, monsieur.
Old man, you have little choice. Or you must obey, or I shall be forced to deal with you. Steel or sober, friend? Take your choice.
That's how you feel?
I do.
I'll do my best. But I tell the truth, the boat is sinking. I could perhaps fix it with a nail and some hard canvas.
How long will it take? How long?
Not much more than 10 minutes, I should think.
10 minutes? Oh.
That is a reasonable time for the work, and better wait for it than drown in the stream. Go to it, old man. But I warn you, if in 20 minutes we're not in midstream, then you shall be at the bottom of it with a stone around your neck.
All right. I'll do my best, and the man can do no more. Just as quick as I can.
Come, mademoiselle. You must be tired. Take advantage of this enforced delay and rest a while. Sit down on this bench. Let us watch the old man work.
Oh, how can I rest? I'm so afraid. And every moment may mean death for us both.
Sit down, nevertheless. If one must meet death, at least one may wait for it in comfort. Ask at her.
It's all very fine for you, monsieur, but I... Oh, heaven, I'm so afraid.
Tell me, mademoiselle, of whom are you afraid? Your husband?
He's a devil.
How were you ever entangled with him?
Oh, how can I explain? Except that I was brought up in a strange household. Witches and chemists and men of evil. These were my words. I married Porthos, and it pleased my mother. But I was a reproach to her, so long as I remained honest.
What did he do? What was his trade?
His trade? Death. Poison and the elixir which is distilled from a jewel in a toad's head. He is cowardly and evil. He has good manners when it chooses. And it was he whom they employed to negotiate with a great lady.
What would a great lady want with such as he?
This was an ambitious lady, monsieur. The Marchioness de Montespan. She needed Walton's help to remove the king.
To remove the king?
It was at the time when Mademoiselle de Fontange was in court.
But such a crime is incredible. And by one who is supposed to be the king's favorite.
He would have preferred to kill him and see him fascinated by another. Oh, monsieur, It is going very light. Can you not hurry the ferryman?
He is doing his best.
Hi, Master Boatman. How now?
It will not be long now, Master. I am hurrying.
Very well. Do your best.
Mademoiselle, how did you come to this part of Lorraine, Elsa?
Alas, monsieur. Divine clemency wore out. My mother and father were seized by the police and killed. For a while, I worked on as a fortune teller. But I was afraid. And I used up all the courage I had and escaped from Walpole. As you see, he found me again.
Yet you showed further courage, for you saved my life.
Oh, monsieur, I shall never escape from him, never.
Unfortunately, I am a soldier. I cannot take you with me to the camp at Freiburg.
Take me to a convent, monsieur, that I may repent and pray. For my mother, who expiated her crimes upon the scaffold, and for my father.
Mademoiselle, you have mentioned some names, but not those of your parents.
How could I have names? The sound of which Parisians thrust in the souls of fear.
Please understand me. It is not mere curiosity that impels me, but I am charged with a mission. And it seems to me that you may be the one I seek.
What mission? Tell me quickly. And from whom? Monsieur, they are here. Look, at the top of the hill. They have found us.
To the boat, quickly. Ready or not, we must use it now. Run! There are a deuced lot of them.
They have picked up some deserters on the way.
Here we come, old man. We cannot wait.
It is finished. Get in quickly. I don't want to meet this motley crew. Make haste there. Pull out the stake.
I'll take the oars with you, and we'll beat them yet.
I cannot pull it out. The stake. I cannot do it, monsieur. Oh, they are upon us.
Out of the way. I'll pull it out. A fine, healthy specimen of a weapon. Now, into the boat, quickly.
Get your dreadful dog.
Oh, you would you? Say, bastard. Earn that for you, my friend.
Take care, monsieur. Take care.
Slash his hand with it.
Oh, no, you don't. Take that instead.
Go.
That's two of you. Any more for the stake. Quickly go, take the oars and push off while I hold these two at bay. That's for you, sir. Here come the rest of them.
Do it the best I can. But they will fire on us.
I'll take the oars from you now. Greater distance between us, the better I'll be pleased. Come on, Master Ferryman, row.
He's coming. Oh, don't coming. Monsieur, he and Brown are riding their horses into the water.
I'm coming for you.
Oh.
And you, friend Breton. Fire on him, comrades. Fire on the Breton dog.
What? No man calls me dog and lives.
You listen.
But I've killed one of them.
So you killed poor Jasper, would you? Fire!
They hit him, the ferryman. Oh, we are doomed.
Keep down, girl. Lie flat in the boat.
Oh, heaven have mercy on the daughter of love. What's that?
Get down, you fool. Get down.
Good shooting, lads. We hit the girl.
Come within reach of my sword, you coward.
What use is this great sword like that in a rocky boat? And with muskets against you? He's down! You hit him! Hold fire, comrades. I can finish them off now.